This is a JobCost.com video tutorial on how to enter a new vendor or edit an existing vendor for accounts payable. In the main cabinet, go to Accounts Payable, click on Vendor List. To create a new vendor, select the blue Add button. To edit an existing vendor, click on the vendor name ID from the vendor list. Notice the multicolored buttons along the top. Blue Add is to create a new vendor. Purple Copy is to copy an existing vendor's information to a new vendor. Green Save is to save the information just entered. Green Save and Add is to save the new information just entered, close the current vendor tab, and open a new vendor tab. Yellow Undo lets you undo any recently entered information or changes prior to saving. Orange Delete deletes the vendor record you were on. Blue Customize Form allows administrator to relabel any field on the screen. Blue Customize Tabs allows administrator to add, change, or reorder page tabs across the top of the screen. Red Save and Close saves all information entered and closes the current vendor tab. Red Close closes the current vendor tab. When entering or editing the vendor's information, be sure to fill out anything with a red asterisk or the vendor will not save. All other fields can be utilized on a per vendor basis. Give the vendor a unique vendor ID. This is alphanumeric up to 10 characters. Enter the vendor's name, address, and contact information. Choose the cost type from the dropdown. This will default upon entry of accounts payable invoices. Bill terms can be chosen from the dropdown. Days until due or day of the month due will auto-calculate the due date on new accounts payable invoices entered based on the invoice date. If there's a discount offered, enter the discount percent. This will auto-calculate on each new accounts payable invoice based on the invoice amount when entered for this vendor. Discount days or discount day of the month will auto-calculate the discount date on new accounts payable invoices entered based on the invoice date. Transaction code, routing number, and account number can be used if paying vendor through ACH transaction. Enter vendor's federal tax ID and state sales tax ID number when required. If insurance certificates are required from this vendor, enter the expiration date in the Insurance Cert Expires field. It will generate a pop-up when entering an AP invoice if their certificate on file has expired. Purchase account is a general ledger account number that will default upon entry of accounts payable invoices. If this vendor requires a 1099, choose the appropriate AP 1099 form type from the dropdown. All additional 1099 fields can be used when necessary. There is a note section and additional user fields that include text, logical, date, and number fields. The system administrator can customize these user field labels to be used to store additional information about the vendor. Click Save when done entering new vendor's information. Click Save and Add if entering multiple new vendors. Click Save and Close if completely done entering or editing vendor information, and it will close the current vendor tab.